Alright, here's our third card. It's going to use an envelope and some of these flags, and well, that's about it from your kit. You'll use some more of the string that you cut off from the other one. So you're going to use the kit that has these pieces in it. Fold your base in half, and then you're going to layer the mango over the top of that. And I trimmed mine a smidge that I didn't need to, so mine's going to be a little bit shorter than yours. So from here you're going to want to grab an envelope, and let me just see what I got this at. So we should be at, you can cut your envelope to 4, probably you will be 4 by like 5 1/8. We'll start with that, because once you go too short you can't go back. So let me get an envelope. I use the ones with the sprinkles on it, or the speckles. This one. So let me get my trimmer. You can go ahead and let's go ahead and we're going to zip off the sides so that it opens. Like so. And then you can figure out where you want to, use. I used more of the pinky part on the bottom of mine and less of the yellow. You could pull it down further and use a bunch of this pink and purple and no yellow. The only thing you're going to watch for is this fold that's in there. The crease, you could take your bone folder and kind of work it out. You do have this, but you could peel that off if you decide to go lower. Just go ahead and peel that off. Just be careful, because it will cut it, rip it down a little bit thinner or bumpier. So you'll just have a little bit of these remnants here, but you just want to be careful you don't rip through. But you just take your bone folder and rub on the crease. And this base is much more pronounced than the one at the top, but it is going to be a little more hidden as well with all of the design going on. And I think this card, you guys, I am going to go, this is pretty much how I cut the first one, but I'm going to come down and use this purple and pink and no yellow, because you can't really see the yellow. So I'm going to try it this way, or let's see, can we go purple and pink at the top and some yellow at the bottom? Actually, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it that way. So we want to make it, what did they say, 4 inches wide, because my, oh, it was in the up and down, it's a little bit. So I'm going to go 4 inches wide. Let's start here. I'm going to cut this down to, I needed 5 1/8. So pretty much we're going to go right at the, let's see if it's 5 1/8. We're going to get some of that purple in there. I'm just going to cut because I want to make sure I got that purple in there. So I'm going to cut right about here. Got the purple and the pink at the top. And then I can come here for 5 1/8. Okay, let me make sure, just because I said I've been trimming on this for a minute, and I got mine all different size than yours, so I do 5 1/8 for me. You might be able to go a whole 5 1/4 with yours, so just make sure before you cut. Because like I said, I whacked up my little, my pieces because I had a wonky thing on there, and I cut it off, and then it altered the size of my paper, and I didn't go cut another one. So now you want to cut your sides off so that you're working with a straight edge and not the crook of the envelope. And then I wanted to go 4 inches wide. Let me make sure I want to go 4 inches wide. Yep, 4 inches for me. So I'm going to cut off the peachy part because I want that purple and the pink at the top. Oh, pooey. Well, we're going to have to figure that out because I trimmed off the wrong side. I didn't trim that side first. And if I cut that down, I'm going to be way short. Well, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. I might wreck the envelope, but not too bad. So I'm going to cut a little bit more off the bottom. Because I'm a little bit too long still. That's good. And then you guys, what I might do is trim my mango down just a smidge so that we'll see. I don't like all that extra hanging off. See if I trim that down. And this is, you know, trial and error for me here. Sorry, guys. So now I'm going to glue that on to the mango piece. I should have just stuck with the original. And I'm going to put the peachy color at the top or at the bottom. And then I'm going to give it, I should have done this beforehand, so if you're going to do it beforehand and try and work out that little bit of that line that's there for the crease of the envelope flap. So I got a little bit of it gone, but we got that. Then we're going to stamp our words, and it's a little bit wider, not taller, so it is a smidge difference in size, but you want to go wide. And I used the mango and then the big sentiment that's in there, always hope. I got so much over on my desk. I hope I got I'm gonna have to use this big old block here. And then I put that in mango ink. Always hope, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. I think that's straight. Get the ink out of my way before I wear it. I'm going to glue that onto the Mango Melody. I got something going on with my desk. I think I got my underneath pushed over further for the way that I have to do these videos. And it's all rocking underneath. So I'm going to put that, and see, mine's going to cover most of that crease from the envelope, but I got to trim this off a smidge. And then go ahead and you can glue that on. Yep. Yeah, I'm way out of whack. Anyway, glue that on, and I'm going to glue it up probably higher than I need to make sure that no, I'm not. I'm going to go lower like I did on my sample, and my creases are pretty much covered. Just want to, I'm going to put it over to the right a little bit versus centering it like that. Then you got your little flags here, so go ahead and pop, you need 3 of them. And I believe I used this one in the last card. Yeah, but you can use whichever one you want. Let me show you the last card right here. Just so you can get a feel for what flag you might want to save. This one might look nice on the last card too, but... And then just go ahead and you're going to put them at different sizes across the top like this. And I got a lot of pink on this card, so I'm gonna, alright, then I'm just gonna cut them off about like so, and then I'm gonna glue them on. Don't go all the way down, just so that you've got, with your glue, just so you've got a little bit to, oops, I can't go that low. Alright, I'm going to move this over. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it there. And I'll just play with this. I wasn't seeing enough of the purple, but that's fine. Let's go. I'm going to go up a little higher and over. And then if you don't glue it all the way down, you can kind of put some dimension to the flags if you move them, like curl up the ends a little bit. And then I'll put this one over here. You can overlap them a little bit if you want. Depends how tight you want it. And then I put the last one right on top in the center and put it up a little bit higher, like so. And then you can either cut them off at the mango if you want, if it's easier for you, or I tried to follow my mango or my white piece, which these scissors are not giving me the, so I tried to follow that white piece along like that. If you want to measure more precisely before you put them onto, like before you cut them off like I did, that works as well, you know, but it's not all precision. So then I got this cotton string that I got at the dollar store of all places. It's kind of thick, but I like it, so I bought it because you could dye it. So if you go to the dollar store, you could dye it with any of the re-inkers, and then I just wrapped it around there twice, and then I'm going to glue it on the back. Put some glue down there. Just going to glue it down like so to make sure I got enough, and then I'm going to wrap it twice, and then I crossed it over. But you want to get your crossover further down here where your flags are. And then come on to the back side, add some more glue, and then you can cut it off or just leave it there, however it works for you. And then I will finagle my crossover to be more down here, and then let me get my string on first. So go ahead then, take another wad of your strings like this. Pull them out. I got a pretty good wad of them on this one. I'll call that good. Then this is how I put them under the string, and then I just started to tie them. You can do a knot, you could do a bow, like so. Tighten that down. And then make your knot. Pull your strings back, you know, so your loopies are where you want them. And then just cut the extra off. Like that. And then you can finagle that, you know, depends like where you tie the bow, which way the tails are going, and there's a whole rhyme and reason to tying a bow, which is more energy than I like to focus on a bow. So go ahead then, and I think I popped this up, you guys. I did, but let's see, where's my embossing buddy? I popped this up because of my string. And so my embossing buddy will take away that sticky that I just put on there with my tape. And then I will put my dimensionals on, just because with my string I'm not sure if it will lay flat enough. So I'm putting a dimensional on where the string is, just to keep it secure, because it is being popped up. And then I just put random. My container dimensionals has extra paper on them this time, I think, because when I peel it off, it's peeling off weird. So just go ahead and put your dimensionals all around on there. I'm going to call that good, just for, oops, see, because that one didn't have one on the underside. And it went too. Okay. I got that purple string everywhere. Go ahead and now remember, I cut this a different size, so I got to make sure that it's all going to fit. It all looks good, so okay. And then I don't know that I did anything inside. Oh, I did. I used the extra pieces of the flags inside, but you could not use them inside and use those 3 flags for another card like this one, or just even if you just don't use the envelope and put those across the top, it would be cute. And so that'll give you another design, another card idea with those pieces. So there's card 3.